Hail Reckoners! Today's indie game is Prince of Nigeria. This is my first time booting the game, but my understanding is this will be more of a visual novel, so mostly me talking. The story is about a young girl who is, approached by a, common Nigerian internet scam, but she falls in love with this Prince of Nigeria and seeks to help him. So, let's get duped like a schlub. Compose email, that's actually quite a way. This game requires that you have some prior knowledge of Nigerian scams to some extent at the very least. Okay, so, yeah, go read some, what do they call themselves? 401 baiters? 40 something baiters? This game is only for those aged 0 and above, for it contains instances of deliberately horrible grammar and spelling, as well as caps lock spam. Oh, we don't know if we can take this. Like this, you have been warned. Okay, well, they mean business. To begin registration, please key in your preferred username. Like, I can delete, okay. I'm gonna be Foehamner. Like that, yes. You have successfully registered for the account foehamner.hmail.com. What is your name? It's, Foehamner. Welcome, Foehamner. You are now logging into your inbox. I hope I have some new nails. Ah, that nostalgia that comes with the login screen. This is one memory which I will never forget. Your eyes are quite green. A memory from years ago on a cold winter night when I was having a cup of coffee with my ex-boyfriend Zach. Ham song. This is Zach. Your computer? He's my best friend for a long time now. He was a decent young fellow, still is, except maybe not that young. Sadly, our relationship just couldn't work out. But I am glad we're still able to remain best friends, even after the whole ordeal with my mum. And so that day I booted Zach up and decided to check my email. That was when I met him. I opened my Hmail account and to my pleasant surprise saw Inbox 1 written on the top left-hand corner. I clicked on it to see a strangely titled email appear in my inbox. Subject: urgent reply needed from princeofnigeria@gmail.com to foehamner@hmail.com. Somebody needs an urgent response from me. I was instantly frantic. I decided to proceed with my reading. Dear friend, Happy New Year. I know that this message will come to you as a surprise. I am the next heir to the throne in Nigeria, the Crown Prince, Apara Catchin' Popcorn. Nice. I hope that you will not expose or betray this trust, and confident that I am about to repose on you for the mutual benefit of our families. I need your urgent assistance in transferring the sum of USD $20 million to your account within 10 to 14 banking days. This money has been dormant for years in our bank without claim. I want the bank to release the money to you as my father, the king of Nigeria, had recently died, and my greedy siblings are trying to get the money for themselves. Dastard. I don't want the money to get taken by my greedy siblings. I am sorry to involve you in such serious politics, but I am desperate. I am willing to send the money to your bank account, upon which you can have 40% of the money. So this is the reason why I contacted you. Please, I would like you to keep this proposal as top secret and delete it if you are not interested. Upon receipt of your reply, I will give you full details on how the business will be executed, and also note that you will have 40% of the above-mentioned sum if you agree to handle this business with me, and 10% will be set aside for any expenses that warrant on the process before the fund get into your bank account, such as telephone calls, bills, etc. Best regard, Prince Apara Catchin' Popcorn. This is big. This could be big for us. 40% of 200 million or 20 million. That's calculating. 16? No, I can't do the math. It's 8 million. Yeah, 40% is 8 million? Yes, it is. Cool. It's a cool $8 million under the radar. No taxes. We'll be set for life. Just one email, and I was utterly captivated. My first emotion was sheer intrigue, as $500 million questions rammed through my mind like a truck into an abandoned scooter. Who is this person? Why is his story so touchingly sad? Why is he emailing me out of all people? Most importantly, which absolutely brilliant, breathless, amazing person types in all caps? I absolutely must find out. My mind was not on the money at all. I am not that kind of girl, after all. I was indeed way more curious at the identity of this prince, this man, this enigma. My heart began thumping furiously in my chest like an apple core on a moving garbage truck. I've always had a thing for mysterious men with sob backstories. I decided to respond to that email immediately. With trembling fingers, I began typing up my response after clicking on the easily missable compose button. Subject: urgent reply needed. From Foehamner at hmail.com to Prince of Nigeria at gmail.com. Your Majesty, it is truly an honor to be speaking with you. I have recently received your email, and I am greatly touched and intrigued by your most resplendent usage of capital letters. I feel myself highly enchanted by your words. Please do not misunderstand. I am not responding to you with this email because I desire your money. Would you mind so terribly if I wanted to get to know you better? Sincerely, awaiting your response, Foehamner. With sweaty palms and tremulous index fingers, I pressed on the send button. I nearly missed and clicked on the side advertisement for what I believed to be gay porn, or some website filled with sushi recipes instead. I breathed a sigh of relief. It would have been hell for me if I had accidentally redirected the page and lost my hard-crafted email immediately. Oh, the response. What did they say? Dear Foehamner, yes, I am indeed the Prince of Nigeria. Thank you for responding. I suppose you accept my terms and conditions for the 20 million to be sent to you? Oh, we get the whole 20 million. Cool. Oh, we get the 20 million temporarily and then give him back 60%? Please reply to me this email. Best regard, Prince Apara catching the popcorn. My eyes watered with happiness when I saw the please reply me. He seemed like a sincere man, for him to have such a lack of understanding of proper grammar and spelling, but still try so hard. I wiped tears away, my chest filling with emotions. Hard-working guys are my type. Sob backstories are a plus, and I felt myself slowly start falling for this miraculous prince. Subject: glad to meet you. From Foehamner to Prince of Nigeria. Dear Prince Apara, think of me what you will, but I can't help but feel that you are a sweet and sincere young man, and I can feel myself opening up to you. Would you like to talk more, or would you leave? I would like to get to know you better, but to you it appears that you would disappear the moment I fulfill your wish. Would you be so cold-hearted, or would you stay with me? Prince Apara, I may not have ever met you, but please be assured that my feelings are genuine. Regards, Foehamner. I slumped back on my swivel chair, dreaming of his response. Did I manage to touch his heart? He must have been online, for he responded almost instantly. Glad to meet you. From Prince to me. Dear Foehamner, yes, I am a very sincere man. I will definitely fulfill my part of the bargain. You just have to give me information. Please, Foehamner, we have not much time. That you for responding. Do you accept? I just need to know. Thanks. Best regard, Prince Apara catching the popcorn. My eyes watered. Every time Prince Apara responded, it felt as if a frangipani had bloomed in my stomach. Every time he typed my name, I could feel myself melting like an iron bar in an iron casting factory. My heart leapt into the air at the speed of an apple core thrown from a tall building. That was the extent of my feelings right now. I quickly rubbed the tears from my eyes and pursed my lips. I have decided I would tell him how I felt. Hastily, I began composing my response. Subject: call me brash, impulsive. From Foehamner to Prince of Nigeria. Dear Prince Apara, I am brash, impulsive, but I know that my feelings for you right now are true. When you sent me that first email, my love for you felt like a giant fuchsia hibiscus blooming in the spring breeze. That time I thought, how come this prince didn't have the beautiful halo and wings of an angel should have? I guess you must have left them in your mother's stomach before. I never had the courage to tell you, but now it is different, Prince. Do you believe in fate? Because you sure are entangled in mine now. These are merely a few lines, but it was so hard to write out. Please, Prince Apara, tell me, do you feel the same for me? Achingly, my love. Achingly in love, Foehamner. After sending that mail, I broke out in a cold sweat. Every second in front of Zach was an eternity. Prince Apara is probably looking at that email right now. His brilliant black eyes must be surveying my words and his delicate mouth whispering each word to himself. What would he do? Would he think me strange? Would he think me selfish? After all, I did not even mention about the money. Would he just abandon me then? Selfishly, I began to dream. Will he feel the same for me across the blank countenance of this computer screen? If I said yes to his request to send me that $20 million, would he listen to mine? Ah, being in love truly hurt. I couldn't help but feel a sinking feeling in my heart when I noticed that even now, after my heartfelt email from earlier, nothing was on his mind but his insistence on giving me the money. Even if he said he felt the same way, how can I believe him? What if all he ever wanted to accomplish was to pass me that money, and nothing else? Could I trust him? As those thoughts zoomed through my mind like a paper airplane through a classroom, his response came. Subject: Read, call me brash and impulsive, from Prince to Foehamner. Dear Brash, Impulsive, when you have the money, USD 20 million, you can buy all the fuchsia hibiscus blooming you want. Just think about it. Yes, I am indeed real Prince. If you do not believe me, attach this document with my identity card. My mother is dead. Brash Impulsive, tell me if you want to agree to the deal so we can proceed to next step. I guarantee that I am 100% trustworthy. Please reply. Prince Apara catching popcorn. I felt butterflies in my stomach and my face burn when I saw that he did pay attention to my mention of the fuchsia hibiscus. It was sad, however, to hear that his mother had died. Attached was indeed Prince of Nigeria ID.jpg, which I presume must be a scanned copy of his identity card. Oh my, quite a good-looking Prince of Nigeria he is too. Age 18 and single, that's quite the age. Oh my gosh. Job and occupation. Oh, we have his address. Oh, he lives in Japan. The Prince of Nigeria lives in Japan. What? Body type buff. My. I expected him to have bronze skin, dark hair, and dark pools for eyes, but his true visage looked even better than I'd hoped for. I was utterly mesmerized to think that he was part of the Nigerian Football Federation. That was certainly unexpected. My feelings were intensified when I noticed the communist insignia on his identity card. I have always admired Comrade Stalin and Chairman Mao and their ideals. To think that he felt the same, we truly are tied by the red string of communism. Tears of joy rolled down my cheek. Nigeria truly is a good people, good nation, just like the logo said. However, I must not be tricked. I must tell him how, despite this strong bond of love between us, we must find a way to make this relationship work. Otherwise, we would regret it forever. Determined, I wiped my tear-stained hands on my skirt and started typing again. Subject: We have to talk. From Foehamner to the Prince of Nigeria. Dear Prince Apara, while this money you offer me certainly is gracious, I cannot help but feel as if this is going to be the only basis of our relationship. Do you truly want our newly discovered feelings for each other to revolve around money? I sure do not think so. Please, Apara, let us abandon all these thoughts of meager cash and instead continue to dream of the fruits of our deepest, darkest emotions. Yours truly and utterly, Foehamner. I clicked on the send button, awaiting patiently for a response from Prince catching the popcorn. Subject: We have to talk. From Prince to Foehamner. Foehamner, dearest friend, we have no time. The money needs to go to you extremely soon. This $20 million for your bank account. All you have to do is to send me your bank account number, credit card number, and social security number, etc. Thanks. Please reply me to this email. Best regard, Prince Apara catching the popcorn. My heart sank. As I surveyed this latest email, I have fallen deeply, irreversibly in love with him. Why must he treat me this way? Our relationship should not revolve around money. Even then, I have fallen too deep. I could no longer return. I would do anything for him. So should I? Or should I not fulfill his wish? We have to do it, you guys. It's for love. We have to do it. Such a kind-hearted, tasteful man. How could I say no to his wishes? I could do anything for him, and if he needed my bank details to further our relationship, I will be glad to do it. And so I keyed in my name, my credit card number, my social security number, and everything he needed. I would test him. If he still stayed with me after giving me the money, it would mean he truly loved me. But I feared that if he left simply after I fulfilled his own wish without thinking about mine, then what would I do? In the end, I decided that I would trust him. I swallowed heavily. My mind was blank with confusion over my overwhelming emotions. In the end, with trembling fingers, I clicked on the send button. What happened? Days passed. Months passed. Weeks passed. I have finally stopped sobbing a few days ago. After that last email I sent him with my personal details, he stopped contacting me entirely. I know what must have happened to him. After all, he was the Prince of Nigeria, and he has plenty of enemies. Certainly, he must have tragically perished in a political assassination. I have tried my utmost best to dig up newspapers, but found nothing. The media sure was good at hushing things up. I will never forget him. We are like Romeo and Juliet, lovers torn by fate, but I will never forget him. I prayed every day to see him again. And then, God granted me a wish. Prince Apara finally talked to me again through those simple numbers I've written him months ago. Every day I would check my bank account online and watch the balance lovingly. Prince Apara may have left this world, but he will never leave my heart. Every time I see $5,000 extracted from my bank account, somewhere in my heart, I'll always dream that it is him. Oh, that's so sweet. I just realized that there's a save function, so it probably would have been smart if I'd saved on that decision. So I'm going to, bonus section. Yeah, no. Yeah, we're gonna stay in the Black Abyss. Nope, not going to the main menu. Nope. I want to stay okay, fine, same thing. Okay, we'll go back to the main menu. Okay, so I'm going to, let's do the bad ending real quick. I'll fast forward to the bad ending, and we'll see that, and then we'll do the bonus content. So, bear with me, see you guys in a second. Okay, here we go. We are not going to send him our money as much as it pains us. No. I would not give in, I thought briskly. This must be his tried and tested method of testing my competence to mend our relationship. I would not fail his test! Subject of Roses and Broken Dreams from Foehamner to Prince of Nigeria. I am a little hesitant. Our relationship, as passionate and romantic as it may be with our deep and fruitful email exchanges, is starting to feel a little predatory. I cannot help but realize that you seem more interested in disposing of that cash than my existence. I do notice that it is of great importance to you, but I would very much appreciate it if you could try to understand my feelings. My fair maiden's heart is getting torn by your insinuations. Your current behavior is like a hammer breaking at my heart. It will never mend. Heartfully yours, Foehamner. He must have been online, for he responded almost instantly. Subject read blah 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 from the Prince to Foehamner. Dear Foehamner, I am glad to be your friend, and I hope we can have wonderful relationship of great together. But first, I need your help. I hear you say you want cash, so I here to help you. I never said that. I have good heart, so I give you cash. Foehamner, I am 100% trustworthy, worry not. There's $20 million for your bank account. All you have to do is send me your bank account number, credit card number, and social security number, etc. Thanks a bunch a lot. Replay me with this email. Best regard, Prince Apara catching the popcorn. Again, a similar message with the same caps lock. My heart, with its 4 chambers and aorta, sank even deeper into my stomach pit. Even though his curious misspellings and questionable text had always been part of his charm, he has become increasingly difficult to understand. He was no longer the Apara I knew. What should I do now? We're not gonna do it. I would not give in. I would fight to keep our relationship intact, but first, I must make him experience guilt for his insensitive actions. Subject, parallels to popular media, from Foehamner to Prince of Nigeria. Dear Apara, my darling, do you remember the day we first met? At the lake? We met eyes, and you blushed a little. I thought you were cute. Since then, we've gotten closer. Do you remember that day? We went to the beach together. Even building sandcastles then, which I found extremely childish, became something I loved. Yet those days are crumbling away, and so is our relationship, and I want to mend it. Have you ever watched Twilight? I am starting to feel as if our relationship mirrors that of Edward and Bella in that show. Edward forced Bella to take all his money and Bella felt pressured. That was what I am feeling like. Though I have never watched the show, I just presumed it. Crazily in love, Foehamner. I waited for half a minute and his response came. Subject, read parallels of a popular media from Prince to Foehamner. Dear Brash Impulsive, in Nigeria we watch different shows like Dictator by Kim Jong-il, but I have no time to talk about that now. Do you want $20 million for your bank account? All you have to do is send me your bank account number, credit card number, and social security number, etc. Thanks for being a good friend to me, Brash Impulsive. Please reply me to this email. Prince Apara catching the popcorn. My stomach began to turn and tears started filling my eyes. Out of all his emails, 75% was more focused on the money than me. How could he be so insensitive? Even after all those heartfelt messages we had been sneaking lovingly to each other, I was utterly indignant. Yet, no, over my dead body. I pursed my lips and began typing again. This is unhealthy, I told myself between tears. I had to tell him how I felt about this. Subject, Apara, we really have to talk. From Foehamner to Prince. Dear Apara, my sweet cucumber, despite your insistence, I cannot do this. I cannot help but feel that this relationship is unequal. Therefore, I want to ask you if you want to end this one-night stand before it is too late. I truly love you, Prince, but I cannot sense that you feel the same about me. Please tell me this isn't true. Painfully yours, heartbroken, brash, and impulsive, Foehamner. That email took me an hour to compose before I clicked on send. His response arrived 15 seconds later. Dear heartbroken, brash, and impulsive, Foehamner, glad to be your friend. No problem, you can do anything you want. Happy to have you as a friend. Thanks. Wish you will be happy in your life. Best regard, Prince Apara catching popcorn. My fingers slackened. Horrified, my mouth was ajar. Would this be how our relationship ends in silence and painful goodbyes? Was this what I've been fighting so hard for? I began to tremble. Oh, good love, how could it hurt a maiden like I so? I began to weep and wail. The below mentioned was my later conversation with my insensitive mother. No, sorry. Dear, what? My boyfriend dumped me. Okay, well, it's time for dinner, so you better come down now. Well, anyway, as I was saying, Apara's callousness had broken my heart. It would never mend again. I would never again love another man. If only it were so easy to say goodbye. Apara had forgotten all those times we've spent together, and just like that we were separated. I wonder, had I ever meant anything to him? Rough, man. Still, I wish him best of luck. I hope that he's found fulfillment elsewhere, exchanging emails with a more understanding girl. Or gotten himself flattened under a steamroller. That's good, too. Excellent. Okay, let's check out this bonus epilogue. What is this? This is a new email? Every time I see 5,000 extracted from my bank account somewhere in my heart, I always dream that it is him. Well, your articles are just getting more and more ridiculous. Right, Miss Owen? I appreciate the compliment, Mr. Macaroni. Macrooney. Normally I would yell at you for not writing me the article I wanted, but since this is one is entertaining, I'll let this slide. I guess I brought earplugs for nothing then. Anyway, you must be wondering what I called you here for. I get a pay raise? Nope, even better. Oh goody, I hope it's cookies. You've got fan mail. Oh. They all like you see? Isn't that great? Yeah, I guess I like me too. Anyway, I won't bother you now. Here's your paycheck. You could have just mailed it to me instead of calling me here. Young people nowadays sure have no respect for their elders. This coming from the boss of Mact? That's something new. Hey, nobody said everyone here had to be liberal, wear stiff ties, and crack stupid jokes everywhere I go. Are you saying my tie looks stiff? I see you are not commenting on me implying that the jokes you crack are stupid. Oh, puddings. Anyway, thanks for the money, good old sir. I'll be off now. Old? You should at least be calling me middle-aged. After bidding the good-mannered man a hasty goodbye, she steps out of that stuffy office into an equally hot but less stuffy outdoors. Indeed, leaning against the wall opposite was Aldrich Rich Hasley, part-time student counselor and full-time internet troll. What is he doing here? Oh, you're Jorge from the writing club, aren't you? What a coincidence. Do you remember me? Holy bananas. If it isn't His Majesty. Oh, I'm royalty now? That's a nice change. And, of course I remember you. You're Aldrich Hasley from class 306. You are a highly altruistic individual who buys all the Girl Scout brownies and gives them to other people. Ah, that's too nice of you. And you're a frequent reader of Mact. You drink your coffee way too fast and you troll the internet for a living. Wow, stalker much? Nice change in attitude there now. Maybe I should press charges on you. You're breaking as many laws in a fortnight as Chairman Mao made bad policies in a day. The expression on his face reads, wow, this certainly is an unexpected turn of events. I don't know what you're talking about. That scambot was your doing, wasn't it? No idea what you're talking about. A shame then. I was planning to thank the person who created that scambot for giving me such beautiful material for my next article. Still not me. Oh, drop that. I saw you reading that email log yesterday, on your computer while chuckling to yourself like an idiot. For you to come here today, accidentally bump into me, and then put up the nice boy act, you sure have guts. Alright, I admit it. You were struck by one of my favorite chatbots. Email scambots. Come on, it was just a joke. I never intend to scam anyone. Even the most inconceivable moron would not fall for that ID image. I was surprised anyone even responded at all. Yeah. The Nigerian Football Federation thing and the portrait of Right Image were probably the last straw. The communism was a nice touch, though. Seeing you in such high spirits, I suppose the article must have done better than you've thought. No puddings, Sherlock. I'm elated. I'm so glad I checked his logs a few days ago and saw your silly conversation with it, or I wouldn't have gotten a good laugh. You didn't really fall for it, did you? I think I got how lowly you regard me now. But anyway, I thought you were a really bad scammer at first, so I wanted to try scam baiting. It was a pretty clear halfway that it was just an automated mailbot created by a troll with too much time on his hands, though. That was unimpressive. Then I found out the troll in question was my senior at school because he was being too stupid to make sure nobody can see his laptop screen when reading email logs. Oops. That was seriously unimpressive. Aw, come on, give me some credit. You should be thankful my print spot gave you inspiration for your next article. Then I wrote an article, and it was impressive. Yay. Oi. I'd feature you in the credits, but then you'd probably get arrested for attempted scamming, regardless of whether or not you actually intended to. You didn't have any intention of tricking anyone in the beginning, but you did try to take advantage of the opportunity when you got it. You actually checked that fake bank account number I gave you, right? Fine, I did, but even if there was money in it, I wouldn't have taken it. I swear. Seriously, Aldrich? My name is Rich Hasley. No. Aww. Anyway, seriously, Aldrich, listen to me. I know it's a joke, you know it's a joke. It's as funny as Stalin's mustache on a pike. But I know you don't plan on it being just a joke. This time was just a test run, right? Just to see if you can make a proper mailbot. Now you aren't planning to stop at just that, are you? Ha 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 ha! I really don't know what to say. You're jumping to the strangest conclusions. Well... Why, this is a very strange meeting. I seriously was surprised when I realized you were a writer for Mact. I wasn't really trying to hide it. But you're not at the age where you're legally allowed to work. This is hardly work. Do you have a reason to pick up such an odd job? Money? Popularity? I'll leave that to you to decide. But what makes you think I have any idea myself? Well, unlike you, I have great plans for my life. I'm planning to release a princess bot this month. Her story would be that she got caught in a terrible political situation and now has to escape the country and requires some money to do so. She is also a famous YouTube idol who sang the viral video Never Gonna Throw You Up, and writer of the famous online novel Leon's Destiny. Sounds romantic, doesn't it? Sure. You must be really bored with your life. You really think so? That's a story for another day then. I'll be listening. Ah, yeah, can't wait for that sequel to be continued in The Princess of Nigeria, or whatever. Let's see, what did the author's notes have to say? Hi, I'm the writer Corin. Thanks for playing Prince of Nigeria. It was so fun to make. I had to choke myself to death every time I opened the script. Not because it's funny, but because I cringe with half laughter, half apprehension at the prospect of people like yourself going, what just happened, at the computer when they finished playing it. Anyway, you're done. Do you have any questions? No. I'm gonna go with this one. Originally, I planned on making this completely artless, with just random emails and random replies, and didn't actually want to include the epilogue in this game, but in a sequel instead. Then the wonderful Chocobikis came and offered to do art, which I later included and added the epilogue in as well. Ultimately, though, I first got the idea for this somewhere at the end of January or the beginning of February, so it took around a month on and off. It was refreshing. What's with all the communist jokes? I have no idea, actually. I suppose being from China myself, I sometimes enjoy poking fun at Chinese history, and by proxy, Soviet history. This also has to do with this plot bunny I have about a girl during the Cultural Revolution named Ying, but that's a story for another day. Cool. I think I get to the rest of these. I'll check them out later maybe, but this episode's gone on a fairly long time. Glad to have you here. Thanks for playing. Cool. Yeah. Great. This is a great game. I quite like the premise. I mean, generally if I do a blind LP of a game like this where I haven't played before, it means I'm just hooked on the premise, so, and I think that it's likely enough to be good that I'm willing to risk recording it without doing a trial run first, you know, that kind of thing. There's a lot of factors, that's one of them, and it happened here, and it worked out brilliantly, I think, so thank you very much, Soya Sushi Productions. This was, well written, very entertaining, and I eagerly await the sequel, so get cracking! And to you, dear viewer, thank you so much for watching. If you want to play this for yourself, the link is, as always, in the description below. So thanks for watching. Signature sign off.